All right, so we are on day 3, the morning of day 3. I'm gonna show you what we got done yesterday. We had a really productive day, got a lot of rock in the pond. Right now, Ralph had to go run, I think he said an hour and a half away to get some more boulders because we needed just a few more of those choice boulders for the waterfall. So you know what, let's go check out this pond. All right, so yesterday we got a ton done. We got all this pond all pretty much rocked in. First drop of the waterfall, or last, whichever you want to call it, because that's going to be the waterfall entry into the pond. And then we got the skim cove over here. So today we got to start buttoning up on top of these edges, get everything back to grade so we can move on to the waterfall. And tomorrow, water is going to be going in here.
Day 4, getting busy. Let's go take a look at where we are with things and what needs to happen to get this thing up and running today.
Get her going.
Hey, can I go now?
Yeah.
It's my turn.
My fault.
Are you done talking?
Nice microphone.
All right, so you can see we got that water started to fill, and now it's time to button up that edge over there by the pump vault. And Alan and Jack are going to finish out this area, and then we're just going to get the rocking to hit off the top of that waterfall and get this guy running today. All right, so we are filling. Now, we want to see this thing run today, so this garden hose is not going to do the trick. So careful with that.
Because there's poisonous things around here. I don't want to touch anything.
We are finished. time to plug this thing in and go see what Lee and Chris think about this. I am so excited. This is my favorite part. Okay, Lee.
Coming out the door.
Right.
They're filming it.
Are you kidding?
Oh, okay, Jen, I gotta go. This is too exciting. Okay, love you, bye. Okay, bye. Oh, what? No, really? Moving water. It's perfect. It's perfect. This is way beyond what I even imagined was gonna happen in this yard. I had no idea. Thanks, guys, really. I'm really completely blown away.
This is our fourth man right here.
That's my
3.5.
It's my son. Oh,
there's
I
nothing-
can't, like,
No words, it's just perfect.
yeah.
Better than perfect.
So Lee, take me back to that our initial conversation, how this all came about.
Okay, well, when we moved from California, I wasn't sure where we would end up, but I wasn't real happy with the fact that there was no water in Arizona. And Bill said, "Don't worry, well, I'll figure it out. We'll get you near some water." And when we first moved in, we had a gravel RV parking area over here, and there was a big giant tree behind us. So that was the most likely place, and he said he was going to build me a pond. And I thought, okay. And so we started raking gravel and scraping gravel, and he told me, he outlined it, told me where to dig, and it gave us something to do to keep busy. And how much fun is it to sit in the dirt and throw rocks? But shortly after we moved here, he got cancer, and I thought it would be fine. He'll just get treatment and he'll beat that, which he did. And as soon as he got strong enough to start raking more gravel and moving more dirt, but I knew the pond wasn't ever gonna be something. I couldn't envision his idea for what he wanted to do, and I didn't know if he had the skills to do it. So we just kept plugging along, and the cancer came back, and I lost him in September. But the week before he died, he could still hear me, and he could. I promised him. I said, I promise I'll finish the pond, and I got a 2 thumbs up, and he could move just a little dimple of a smile. And it's like, okay, deal. I had no idea how I was going to make it happen, because I know physically there's no way that I could have done that by myself. And I got online and just Googled Ponds, Arizona, and you got back to me in 15-20 minutes, and sent me a video and a link, and I sent it off to my son Chris just to make sure, because my kids are all, make sure mom's gonna be okay. And he said, Mom, these guys are the real deal. And it was a snap. I mean, you had a couple of jobs before this, and you were. I can't believe in 4 days this happened. But the technical stuff, it was like, well, how are you going to make this happen, and can you please move, the tree died, so I wanted you to move it over, but we had a leach field to deal with. You guys totally worked around that, and I just know that this totally was more than we both could have ever dreamt would happen here. And I know that I'm feeling thumbs up everywhere right now, and it was the right thing to do. And when you first came and we talked about the process, and you know, you gave me a quote, and it was like, you know, so how does that work out? As it, you know, how do you materials, labor, how does that work? And I remember you just looked at me and she said, it's not how we work. We, you know, trust that we know what we're doing and we'll make it happen for you. And that was all I needed to know. So to watch your skill, all three of you guys, take these rocks and move them to just where you could see where they would fit in, and especially the waterfall, to know where the water's gonna hit and move, and it's beyond what I ever could have dreamed. And I know that Bill's smiling, and I got 20 more years or however long, you never know, you're gonna have to be here by myself and maybe a dog or two, but to have this as part of the next, you know, part of my life without Bill is everything. I already have so much joy just here in the water, because I'm a water girl and Bill was a rock guy, so we got everything that we ever dreamed of. So thank you for making my water dreams a reality. I'm not kidding. You guys went above and beyond. So.
All right, guys, so it's time to take a walk around this pond. I am beside myself about how fantastic this turned out, and I couldn't have done it without the help from Jack and Alan. So let's take a walk. So starting right in the beginning, we've got this awesome intake bay. I love these natural skim coves. This is just a different approach to having a mechanical skimmer on the side of your pond. It lends itself to an extension of the pond, and it's really easy to maintain. Now, it was important for us to bring a runway over to the pond. Originally, it started on the other side, but when we relocated the pond, this just shouted out, this has to happen right here. And the cool thing about this patio is Bill had the vision to have the flagstone up around the water feature somehow, some way. When I saw that pallet of flagstone sitting over there, I asked Lee if we could do something with it, and she jumped all over it. So this gives her that chance to walk from the concrete patio, not across gravel, and right up to the edge of the pond. All right, let's continue around the pond, see what Alan came up with.
All right, so one of the cool parts was when we got here, there was a fire pit out in the middle of the lawn. So what we did is relocate it over here where all the action and all the sitting area is gonna be. And when sitting on this side of the fire pit, you're gonna be able to look right at that waterfall. Two things that go together is fire and water. And speaking of waterfall, this is amazing, because as we were picking through the pile to build the pond, we found some rocks that just had to go into the waterfall. And as you can see over here, it came out absolutely beautiful.
Now, right over here is the heart of the filtration. You wouldn't know it by sitting on the patio and enjoying the view of this waterfall, but around this waterfall is the meat and potatoes of the biological filtration. Now, the best part about this system is it's very, very easy to maintain and very easy to camouflage. So whenever we put a waterfall in, we want to make sure that it's going to face the patio, and we don't want to stare at filtration. So we do our rock work around the water feature to show this off and create some beautiful sound. Yeah, I'm recording. All right, you got anything funny to say? Hey guys, this has been, of course, an amazing, awesome, all those other descriptive words. This has just been a fantastic opportunity to hang out with my buds and do something just life-changing for somebody else, and that's what it really boils down to. We love doing what we do, but the most important thing is to, you know, change somebody's life. I mean,
still the best part of every single job, and I've been doing this for 20 years this year, is plugging that pump in. And then just not even seeing the waterfall come to life, seeing the expression on the homeowner's face. And Lee didn't disappoint. She came out of the house and she was just over the moon. She'd been out here hopping around the whole job. When the waterfall turned on, I don't know how you get more excited than that. And that, for me, that's the payoff. Yeah. People get emotional, and that's the best part of our job. Is now they have something that we all created forever. This was unfinished business, this pond. And she was adamant about making sure this happened above all else. I mean, the fact that Bill passed away and not even a week later she's calling you to come out here, that's how important this was to her, and I'm glad we could bring that to her backyard.
Thanks again, guys, for coming out here. Always love working with my buddies, and you know what? You may have heard of his YouTube channel. Yeah, don't worry about that.
You don't have to worry about me. Just subscribe to these two guys.
Jaak Harju with Atlantis Watergardens, Alan Decker with DECKER'S Pondscapes, and of course Ralph with PondscapesAz. Check us out on YouTube, and like Jack says, it's free. So why do you have so many subs?
Are we on YouTube? Isn't that why they're checking this out?
Just check us out anyway. Shut your mouth.
Peace.